I hate my hand, but go ahead.
Refresh the chat real quick. Chat, refresh, and clear.
Yeah.
All right. What is up, everyone? My name is Chris, OMGMTG, and welcome to another episode of From Pennies to Power with the Pauper Commander Edition. We show the true potential of the Pennies of Pauper Commander we have out there. So, hell yeah. So, as per usual, Pauper Commander is the literal shit. Don't care what anyone else says. I just gotta say that in every single damn video when I play it out. Oh, as the usual. So, we're gonna do it. We're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna go around the table itself. Introduce yourself, promote whatever the hell you want to promote. I do not care. Have fun with it. Say the commander you're playing. Let's have some fun. Rule zeros. Basically say why you chose the commander, what about the commander you like. Just enjoy it. Let's have some coffee. Let's chill, all right? So, Dax, whenever you are good and golden, start us off for it.
Alrighty, well, thanks for having me, first and foremost. I am Dax Go Face across all of the social medias. No streaming at the moment, but things in work to do some Pauper Commander streams and so on and so forth. Tonight, I am playing Greta, fun new commander, the one I was most excited for with the new Eldraine set. Arista Snacks, I guess, is the best way that I want to build this. Make a bunch of food tokens, sacrifice those tokens, maybe to buff Greta, smack some face, gain some life. It's kind of open. I think she's a good commander. You can bring her to any table and play depending on what you're playing against. So looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, my name's Ryan. I go by Papa Pauper online, and I'm the host of the Common Connoisseurs, the largest CPDH channel and Discord out there on YouTube. And today I will be playing Gut, True Soul Zealot, partnered with Agent of the Iron Throne. So this is a Rakdos proactive mid-range deck where we're going to look to resolve Gut and then sacrifice a variety of artifacts and tokens to turn them into larger, smackier, meaner skeletons. And we're going to be doing some pinging along the way. So you can find my content on Twitter at Papa_Pauper. And and you can find the games that we're playing here in the Common Connoisseurs where we host a lot of these live streams. So super stoked to be here, and glad to see you again, Trivial Encounters, Alex. Good to see you, and glad to get in a game with you, Dax. This is great.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, I sent you my schedule. We got competitive Pauper Commander next week. I was like, come on, I'm gonna have to find some people. But other than that, my name is Alex, or Arnett_Jonathan on Twitter, twitch.tv/Trivial Encounters. I play a variety of EDH, different variants. I have my own series. This month is September, so it's my birthday month. So I got a lot of crazy good things, if anyone wants to see my schedule going on, plus some D&D at the end of the month with some good friends, which I'm really excited about because that's something when I started this channel, it was what it was supposed to be, and playing just a little bit of Magic on the side, and getting to play a little bit of D&D with some great friends I've met. This streaming Magic, I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon. But lots of Pauper Commander this month. Got some birthday streams coming up and some pop-up streams for Pauper Commander and competitive Pauper Commander, including a little bit of high power and casual Commander this week on Friday at 10 p.m. with some amazing guests. Other than that, that's all. I'm playing Minthara, a Merciless Soul. I'm going to play my Aristocrats. That's my Aristocrats UPDH deck. I love it because of the ward. I think that's what turned me on first because I wanted to build a competitive build at first. And I was like, okay, let's look at price range. And then I started looking at TPI is the other one. And also
that's not a cheap one. I
mean, it's still a cheap one, but
it's $100. It's not bad though.
That's one of the lists that I was looking at, TPI, and I saw Minthara, and I was like, there's things I like about the list that I think it was somebody's list. I think it was Brad's. And I was like, what can I do to change it up just a tad to try to tweak the meta a little bit? So if you go look at my list, it's a little bit different from everybody else's because I like to test things. You'll see me sideboard things, all this stuff. But I do love the deck. I'm not a big Aristocrats player. I became a big Aristocrats player. I was mostly stompy because it was out of my comfort zone and playing a lot of Orzhov and stuff. And now it's like my favorite Pauper Commander deck.
It's a very compelling archetype to play, and Minthara does it pretty well. Orzhov is a phenomenal place to be right now in terms of
all these new brew packs. I was you just saw when we were talking. I had all these full generous gifts.
Oh yeah.
And I was trying to put one into this. I will tell you what I took out.
Oh no!
Well, I want to try. Well, I want to sideboard it and see.
He wants to break ties with the card.
Mhm.
Well, I'm sideboarding it to see how generous gift in the slot does.
Yep.
And then if not, this goes back in. Maybe find, because generous gift's a very good card. I might find something else. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
essentially,
It's
generous gift has
Yeah.
the ability to kill creatures and lands, and that's in today's
Then
age,
itself,
if you're
yeah.
popping a Gretchen land or you're popping a land with a bunch of auras on it, but you can also hit things like all the glitters, cranial plating, whisper silk cloak. This is
Mhm.
always good targets for it.
all
I
targets.
I have a friend of mine who said I will stop playing break ties when it runs out of targets. And that doesn't happen, but I think the same could be said for generous gift.
Yeah. You can exile something to go.
Yeah.
So I want to try it in its slot. That's what I was doing. I was debating.
Cool.
And if I've been debating on a week, I said, let's just do it to see how it goes. And then, so I'll change my list and try it until I feel fit. So, but like I said, my favorite list. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much for letting me have on. Papa,
Absolutely.
always a pleasure. Hips, it's a pleasure. First time. So
Yeah.
we're going to have some fun.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Get that life total down to 30. Would we randomize?
Yeah, I need to do
and then
that. I need to do
yeah.
that.
So LC
Talking too much. I thought I would be like on time, and Papa beat me. Papa beat me.
I got home early. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
lucky.
I'm playing
I was
Bird
like-
Horse, so watch out.
Oh, Kelleth and interesting.
I've never played
Fascinating.
it in actual
I have half
non-goldfish, so we'll see.
I have a half a Ruby list done. I'm excited about it. Now I'm just gonna get my hands on a Ruby. And it's like a mid list too, Chris. I think you will enjoy it. Like it's good stompy. Are with better commanders? Yes.
This is
But
gonna be
it's
a
still
little
Ruby.
tough.
She's really cool, pretty art. So yeah.
All right,
That's like
Immortal
Thaden.
Ariel's
It's like Ray F.
Queen.
Yeah, better. But I
Alright.
like Thaden.
All
It's
right,
like Avery.
we have randomized. Does everyone have their 7?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep. I have that's bad.
All right,
Interaction.
Ryan's becoming gut real quick.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here with my Mox field. There we go. Get that, and we'll get this on gut. Let's see. Nope, we'll go. Let's see. Is that it? There we go.
Spoiler.
We found it.
Spoiler. I was down in Chris's chat and I seen y'all talking and I was down in his voice chat on his channel and I was like, where's everybody talking at?
Yeah. There we go.
I was kind
Okay.
of looking.
All right,
I
there we
seen
go.
like what my friends were doing and I was like, oh, they're down in Common Connoisseurs. I was like, okay. I was like,
Yeah, baby. That's where we do.
All
Okay.
right. Let's do it. All right,
Do
we're
it.
on turn 1. All right, draw. I'm going to do an Opal Palace on the battlefield tapped, and I will pass.
All right. I will draw land, nested shambler, and pass.
Starting strong.
Love it. Starting strong. Look at that shit.
Draw.
First, same as a first here in a 2nd.
Swamp. Tapping swamp for Night Market Lookout. And pass the turn.
Love that card.
I'm gonna play this Terramorphic Expanse. I'm gonna go ahead and pass my turn, but at the end of my turn, I'm gonna go ahead and back it and go look for I'm gonna go small. Go right ahead, Chris.
All right, I'm going to tap 2, and
There's
I'm going
one.
to play the horse.
Surprise.
Boom, horse.
Yep.
I will pass after that.
We'll go ahead and punch you, Chris, for 1.
Yep, so that.
And then we'll go Basilicus creature.
Oof.
Ooh.
Someone's got a
Trouble.
curve.
And I will pass the turn.
On tap.
Oop.
Draw.
I want to comment that I had a game where my Night Market Lookout, when I was playing Golem, you give it unblockability or almost unblockable. And I did 24 damage with a Night Market Lookout without ever hitting stage 4 ring. And it was awesome.
I'll play Rampant Growth.
Yeah.
Gonna go find a forest. What am I doing? These wrong cards.
You playing Harrow there? Double Harrow?
Yeah, I wish.
Harrow
Double
and
Harrow.
Spring.
All right, and then Alex, I'll swing you for 1. Everybody takes 1, and I gain 1.
Yay.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Keep draw. I will play this commander. And then yeah, I will pay 2. I'll just go ahead and get this Cathar Commando out.
Ooh, you love to see it.
Mhm.
That's good. All right, turn 3.
I was gonna flash and then I was like, well, I was like, I'll wait later. I'll just go ahead and get that because it looks like I'm gonna need a body on the field.
All right, I'm going to. For Sentinel's Eyes on the horse. Now a 2/2 Vigilance. Did not get a land, unfortunately. I will go to combat. I will swing the 2/2 over at Ryan, and I'll put a counter on it.
No blocks. I'll
Those
take 3.
3/3. All right,
Yep.
and then I will pass after that.
That's not a land. We do need to dig. So we're going to go, let's see, actually I should swing first. I will swing 1 at you, Dax, and 1 at you, Chris. Second main, we're gonna go Deadly Dispute, sacking this nested shambler. And I'm gonna draw 2. There's a land. Hell yeah,
Nice.
brother.
Right there.
Hell yeah,
That's the one. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, there we go. We found it. Oh, and we're also gonna make ourselves a squirrel token. Has
Yep.
the vigilant and dead nested shambler. We're gonna play. Yeah, we'll do that, and then I will pass the turn.
Another forest.
You
Tap
don't know that ramp.
3 for Greta.
Yeah,
Taking a food token.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
I love Greta.
Chris wrecked us last time.
Tap 1 for. I'll send Hello Scavenger on an
He's like,
adventure.
is this how it works? I was like, I think that's how it works.
Oh yeah, you
So
get
I
another
will-
food.
Yep. Another food token.
It's the food meta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad too, because we talked about it for such a long time about getting more cards to supplement food token, like just the food
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
mechanic.
I mean, food is life gain, and life gain is really important. So yeah, I mean, cards like cards that give you that ability to bolster your life total are powerful.
I may need blockers, so I'll just pass the turn.
Blockers.
Tap, keep draw, keep her. We'll lay it there.
Alex, how'd you like to trade your Cathar Commando for my squirrel?
I mean, I thought about it.
Cool.
I'm thinking about it, but I want to. I mean, what am I getting? What am I getting?
Oh no, it's a invite with no benefit. Yeah.
And that would open it. Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you were needing something. I thought you were going to
No.
do something. That's why I was like,
Nope.
I was
He's
like,
doing that faux
okay.
tease.
I'm trolling. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I think that Keleth is a 3/3, by the way.
I sometimes do like the counter on the left and you gotta add it. It's weird with some people.
Yeah.
2 for a, and then I'm going to pay another one for a carry-on Peter.
I know who's not blocking though.
Who's not blocking?
Yep, I will take 3.
I will keep the T.
Untap draw. Battle land. Playing the game. Alright.
There
Command
we go.
tower. Okay, so like there's no blue at the table, okay. 1 and 2 for SUR.
Love it. So much.
It's 2. Can't block there. Alright, I'm gonna move to combat. I'm going to swing the Keleth down at Alex.
Yep.
It's
Take it.
going to be 4. And then I will pass my turn after that.
Are you? You're
All right. I will draw for turn.
I'm not a problem.
You're not a problem.
Not yet.
I don't think
Move
you
out of the
are
way.
either. I don't think you're a problem.
Not yet. Not yet, but maybe a little bit.
Yeah, give it some time, right?
Yeah, that's what
I'm gonna pay 4 for. Yeah, we'll play this Mirkwood Bats.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
And let's see.
Definitely
We,
not the
we
problem.
can poke somebody for 1. And we'll just
You can poke Alex for 1. Come on.
yeah, we'll poke Dax.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll poke Dax. Keep up with that night market lookout, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that, I will just pass the turn. This is the table where only one of us doesn't like the pinging.
Yeah.
1 for turn. I'll pay 2 and a black for Marauding Bright Priest.
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely not the problem. Definitely not the problem. Definitely not. I can see it. Get this camera down. I can't see me. Oh, my camera just fell off.
Oh no, I hate when that happens.
I think night market lookout might do some punching now.
I think so. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and sacrifice a food and put a +1/+1 counter on them. I'll go to combat and I will swing the lookout at Alex for 2.
For 2.
I gain 1. Everybody loses 2.
And we lose 2 too. So it's
Yep.
4 altogether.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the night market lookout triggers the marauding blight priest.
Yeah.
And that'll be it. Pass the turn.
Okay.
Life totals rapidly plummeting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cast Minthara. And then
Mhm.
I'm gonna sack the Cathar Commando to the carrier figure. I think that's some leave blockers up. Pass the turn. I will get a experience guy. Big Dennis, where are you?
Alright, 1 and 2. I'm gonna
Oh, you
put-
can't. Y'all can't see that. Okay.
This is on an adventure right here.
You mean on Foretold?
Well, yeah, I was saying.
So we have a wild
Yeah.
have a wild behold the multiverse enter the chat.
Who knows?
I mean, There's also Raven form and some other. There's actually a number of Fertel cards that are playable. Demon Bolt is one that a lot of people miss.
Demon Bolt's good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. There's no death touchdown there.
Especially because if you're playing blue, people will always think it's Behold the Multiverse.
Oh, got a follow. Oh yeah, Possibility Storm. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, Islane?
Appreciate the
Took this on.
follows. All right, I'm gonna move to combat. SEOR is gonna go at Alex, and then the horse is gonna go down at Dax.
So
they're all gonna go up.
Here's SDR.
It is
an
an
SDR. I'm taking 2 from SDR.
4, and it's a 5/5.
I will take 5.
It's a big horse.
It is.
It's a very
How
big
big
horse.
is SDR?
SEOR is a 2/4.
2/4.
I will pass after that.
I'm gonna draw. Oh, let's see. Kind of need to find some red mana that isn't this treasure. I mean, I guess it's.
Oh, thanks for the sub, bro.
Yeah, you got it.
Appreciate that.
Let's go. Punching.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. This is whenever it leaves. Okay. I will do. I'll tickle you, Chris, for 1, and hit you, Alex, for 2.
One.
And hold this squirrel.
Up 2, 4, 1, 2. Okay.
And then we'll pay 4 for an extorted Nightblade, Nadir's Nightblade.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody will lose 1. I will gain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I will pass the turn.
You'd assume
Everybody
you're
is
playing black
genuinely
green.
doing-
You got a green squirrel and a bunch of black creatures.
Well, got there. Forest for turn.
Dax has just been hitting them land drops like a
Yeah,
like a
beautifully.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
compared to the second time, this is the first time I played this deck. Had 3 lands in hand, drew 1 on turn 5, and then that was it.
Oh boy, feels good to curve out, don't it?
It does.
We lost the host.
Yeah, I don't know why it decided to kick
Oh.
out.
All good. I will wait. You good?
That
Yeah,
is
we're
back.
good.
I don't know why that just
All
did that.
So I will tap 1 black for Death Creator.
Oh wow,
Yay.
And then
a lot of life gain.
4 and a black because I need it. Scream Puff.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Love.
damn! What a hand.
1 card in hand though, so kind of down bad.
Your what you got is good there.
Yeah, Greta's
You got
like
a little
like Dina's
food
aunt.
engine.
Yeah, I can draw cards. Like I said, I can draw
Yeah.
cards. I just the horse is getting big and I need a little bit of defense there.
Totally.
I will just go ahead and poke Papa for 2 with the lookout. Everybody will
Take 2.
lose 2.
I will
get the game 1.
block it with the Nadir's Nightblade.
Yep, they will bounce off of each other,
Bounce off each other, and I will lose 1.
and I will say go.
Cast a Satori Monk.
Mm-hmm.
Pro Black. What is this bullshit?
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this.
Stack them all to the Imperial Theater.
All right, everybody lose 1. I gain 1.
Unfortunately, that is not a common. I had to go and look and check and see because I was like, I've
sure?
never seen that card before. Yeah. It's got the black symbol, but it was first printed in Tempest as an uncommon.
Okay.
And it has been an uncommon since. Doesn't matter to me. We're in the game, totally
Yeah,
fine.
so now we
Oh,
know.
Yeah.
that's all good.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
like,
Oh, I thought it was.
the reason I comment on it because I was like, I've looked through every common in this game, and I've never seen that, and I would know if I had because that's an amazing
fault.
card.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
sweet. I love that art too.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yep, that's my fault.
You're good.
I thought it was. But,
That's when Tempest didn't know how to print things properly on the thing.
yeah.
I think there was an enchantment I was looking at, and Alk told me because I was like, "Why aren't people playing this in Pauper? It seems broken." He's like, "Because back then they just printed everything at black, and
Yeah.
it was considered
Yeah.
a rare."
Yeah. No, I'm still not in a good position. I'll pass turn. We'll get another experience point.
Oh, something died, so we all lost a life, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that was the thing. Yep.
So 1 and 2, you can guess it. Turn it over.
I know which card I'm cutting out for to put break ties back on.
Behold the
There you go.
multiverse. Try 2 and draw 2.
Yeah, look at that.
Did not see that.
I'm gonna
coming.
draw some cards
Yeah. Top X. Bottom.
and find himself some lands.
Yep. How'd you guess?
This is basically like 2 mana Harrow, except that They don't come into play. Only one of them.
The pickle is I got 3 lands now, but they're all it's for the battlefield tap options.
Mm-hmm.
You'll love to see, you hate to see it, I guess.
I'll do Azorius Chancery, bouncing back, the command tower.
Maybe Opal Palace would be a better one because it's not a good land anymore.
Can't really do anything with that thing. Yeah. Screw. I'll get rid of the Opal because it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
I'll just discard it anyway. Move to combat. I'll do this death touch now. So I gotta fly. Okay, so I'm gonna fly Esior over at Dax, and you'll just jump it, but that's fine. I'll swing Keleth over at Ryan.
Keleth at me.
So it's a 6/6 at you and a 3/5 at Dax.
I will block with this squirrel. Before combat damage, I will sacrifice this treasure, which will drain everybody for
2.
2, and I will gain 1.
Yeah.
And then I will cast Village Rites, sacrificing this squirrel, which will lose 2. I'll gain 1.
And then we all lose 2 from the exercise.
Yep. And then 2 from Dax. Yep. 1, 2. Wow. This is a lot of pinging.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh god, everybody whipped out their Rambo machine guns and just like
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw 2 cards and I won't take damage.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass after that when I discard.
I'm gonna go to my turn.
Surprise.
I too found a tapped land that has red.
Here, Taylor.
And my sadness is overwhelming. My disappointment is immeasurable.
Yeah, leave it at 20. We lost two instances of 2 from you, right, Ryan?
Yes.
That last turn.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I missed 1 trigger then.
Mm-hmm.
Then I gained 1 for myself. Okay.
Yep.
I have no life place, so there's that.
Such a funny game. It's like don't even have gut in play yet. I mean, I think I need to dig a little bit. I'm gonna cast an experimental synthesizer, and I will exile the top card. That's fucking tapped, of course. I'm getting trolled. And I'm I guess I would have had to announce that, yeah. So I guess I'm not paying extort on that. And then I think I just need to get mana under me. I'm gonna play this Arcane Signet, and with that I mean, there's quite a bit of punchies out there right now. Very punchy table. Yeah. But I don't think I'm doing anything. Yeah. We'll just pass the turn.
Sure.
Being the card doesn't always extend it back. Yeah. Not wrong, Alex.
Tap forest for a candy trail. I will scry 2. We'll put this one on top.
I have that same food token from Card Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I actually ended up getting. I have a Salmon Frodo food deck that I just requested a token, and they sent me a hand drawn one with a cat tearing open a food bag.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it here after my turn. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to pay 2. Sacrifice the candy trail. I'll gain 3 life, so everybody loses 1.
Yep.
Yay.
I will draw
My joy is overwhelming.
And then I will tap 3 to play Blood Researcher.
Ah, yeah. The Golgari.
It's literally like
Marauding
it's like
priest.
It's Dina's aunt.
Yeah.
At common.
You know, it's actually pretty cool. I've played with Blood Researcher before, but I hadn't remembered that card existed. That's cool.
Scary out there.
I've done nothing scary.
Yeah, you know what? I just want to see some things. Let's.
I'll block and won't kill that Night Market Lookout if you swing it at me.
Yep, I will swing the Night Market at you. Everybody loses 1. I gain 1.
Yep.
And then it'll be 2 because of Blight Priest.
Correct.
Yep.
Yep.
And when you get him, you get a +1/+1 counter on
Blood
Researcher.
Yep, sure do. Now 3/3 with Menache, and that'll be it. Pass the turn.
Okay.
Life totals are just like ridiculous.
Yeah, the Mortuary Mire and the Battlefield Tap. I will get.
Yeah, that Mold Folk is starting to look. Oh no, not the Mold Folk.
Okay. I mean, I can get it, but
I was just thinking in my head about how sad it was that you sacrificed that, given the life
that
totals.
would be the best. I go like that. I am going to pay fun. Only play I got and cast is Tabaxi Petitioners.
Oh, 2 Canneers. Yay.
2 Canneers. And then I'm going to sack the Saltari
so cool.
Monk.
Oh, wait, but that's also with the Adventure Time art. Oh, I was just
that's
looking
so
at
cool.
the food
Yeah, it's
token.
pretty.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's fabulous.
It's really pretty.
Okay.
Oh, do I don't need the
Pro Black is pretty good for you right now. Oh, but it can't block things at all. It's just it has to swing anyways. Oh man, that's tragic. God, I wish that were a common. That is such a cool card. I love unblockable creatures.
Oh, it's Atari.
There's so many in blue. Like, why not? Like, Blizzard, please.
Yeah.
Or not blue.
I think I thought about
please.
second it just to get the experience counters because then if I do survive on the turn, I can swing.
That makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, the Toucaneers is going to be huge.
Yeah,
if you want to sack it, like the Death Greeter is a May ability.
Okay.
So I will not gain a life. Yep.
I will second to the carrion feeder, go to 3, and then I will pass turn, go up to the experience counters.
So that is a 7 for carrion feeder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Toucaneers are 7
6
power.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Right,
With Marriott. Yeah, I'm a problem now, but
okay.
I don't think I'm gonna survive without life. I'm not gonna survive. I was hoping to hit Gary and then cast Gary, but
Gary would be a good draw.
Here we are. Here we are.
Okay, I'm going to just move right to combat. Both are gonna go over at Dax.
Yes.
Before blocks are declared, do 1/2 Azorius Chancery to give my horse Pro Black.
Okay. And so we got 7 and geez.
So it's gonna be 11 at Dax.
11.
That's how much commander? Yeah.
Then I'm gonna move to second main. The crack.
Oh, you paid the iron price for that too, didn't you?
No, I did the double land.
It's the irony is that the iron price is paying full price for
Yeah.
Not the life. Yeah.
Let's just do this. 1, 2, 3. Who am I gonna put this on? This.
The bird seems the best choice.
I'm gonna do Fall from Flavor. Fall from Favor.
Yeah.
It's gonna target.
I mean, there's only one tapped creature.
I mean, there's Scream Puff. There's
it's probably gonna be. I'm thinking Scream Puff.
So yeah, there's a variety of things.
Oh, it says tap. I missed that part. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Scream Puff, and I become the Monarch. All right, so end step, draw a card. I pass after that.
Okay.
What up, TTN? How you doing?
Draw for turn.
Davis in the house.
I think I need to start by going Path of Ancestry, Study Hall, Swamp. Do I want to be extorting? I want to be extorting. I don't know if I will be extorting. Yeah, we'll extort. We'll cast Gut.
Mm-hmm.
I'll gain 3.
7.
Yeah. And then I will.
How much am I taking?
Just 1.
I just want to go.
Yeah. And then I will go to combat. And I'm gonna swing. What's the cards in hand, everyone?
6.
Huh?
I have 6 cards, but I'm tapped down, and every spell in my hand is blue.
Tapped out.
Okay. Got it. Cool. Mirkwood Bats at you, Dax, and Basilica Screecher at you, Chris.
Yeah, I'll take the 1.
And in combat, Gut is going to sacrifice Experimental Synthesizer.
Correct.
And I will exile the top card of my library. It's a Goblin Chirurgeon. And I will make a Skeleton. The first of the game.
Yeah.
Nice.
Turn 7 Skeleton.
Indeed. When I do that, I'm going to create a token so everybody will lose 1 life.
Yep.
And then the skeleton is going... the skeleton's going to go at you.
It's probably best for me.
Chris, yeah.
Yeah.
As tragic as it is,
it's the best choice because given the fact of
next turn, it's like what 5 plus. Yeah, okay. And then I will. Ooh, I don't even know if I want to cast this right now though. It's not like that useful to me. Yeah, this might just stay in exile. We're gonna just put that in exile because it's not important to me anymore. We're going to go Darksteel Citadel, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to extort this Bloodseeker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to gain 3. 1, 2, 3. Everybody will lose 1.
Yep.
And there we go.
Your Scream Puff will untap now, just so you know.
Yep.
Yep, it'll be untapped.
And then I will... going to end of my turn, I'll draw for Monarch, and then I will pass the turn.
Go ahead and slot this in. No, it's in graveyard.
Untap. Draw.
Here. What is this? God. Here's another deck I'm trying to work on.
Ooh,
oh, yeah. Melek.
I love Melek.
Yeah. That's
Because once
cool
you
stuff
once
to
you
do
get
with
to the
Malik.
once you get to it, then you just
Or do Storm.
Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's an amazing YouTube short from a guy. I can't remember his name now, but he did a video on Malek where he was like, this falls into the category of 6-mana Izzet commanders that if you allow it to stay around will take a turn so long and so stupid.
Yep.
And like it's on screen with like Niv Mizzet and something else that copies and pings and yeah.
That's one a grape shot. Pauper remember like
I'll tap
20 storm
2,
count grape shot.
sacrifice the food to gain 3 life.
Yep.
Everybody loses 1. I gain another 1.
Yep.
I will lose a life.
I'll put another counter on the Blood Researcher.
Mhm.
I will move to combat.
My body is ready.
Green Puff, Blood Researcher, and the Night Market Lookout.
Get him! Yes.
So
I need this.
so Scream Pasta is the 4/5 Death Touch.
Yeah.
Blood Researcher is the 4/4 with Menache,
Mm-hmm.
and then just the 2/2. So everybody will lose 1, and I will gain 1 due to the Lookout.
And then we'll lose another one because of the Marauding Blight Priest.
Yep, I'm out.
And then, okay, so now it's just me and you, little
Alex
guy.
and I died and just straight up pseudo.
Yeah, just like on accident. I mean, the crazy thing is you couldn't even attack with the 2 Bucksy because of the Bloodseeker.
Yep.
That's what I had to do.
Pain, in some way, there might be like a rationale to me just like blocking with gut because I'll just play it again next turn and it'll basically have haste. Kind of an interesting idea. Or I could also just take 12 damage.
You're at a high enough life total,
Does this Cream Puff have to do combat damage?
Yes, when it does, it has to do combat damage, and then I get a food.
I see.
That's kind of connect.
Well, I don't think the Bloodseeker is doing a whole lot of work anymore. So, I could throw Bloodseeker under the bus and then take 8. Seems fine. Yeah, we'll put Bloodseeker under the bus, under the screaming puff bus.
Mm-hmm.
Under the bridge.
Not the screaming pus buff. But there is, there is rationale there too, as he is a weeping pile of purple sores. Okay, so I will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the Bloodseeker will die.
And then you have the Death Breeder.
Yes. Yep. So creature's put. So I gain a life, and you lose a life.
Yep.
And I will let that be the turn.
All right. We're gonna go to my turn. Feel like I need to how do we say YOLO you?
Yeah.
I'm into it. Let's do it.
Oh, let's go.
It's turn 8, so it is time for YOLO.
Fisticuffs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we're gonna start with oh man, these cards are so cool. Blood Fountain.
Okay.
I will create a blood token. The blood token will be the Mirkwood Bats. Will drain you for 1.
Yep.
I don't gain life off that. Okay. And then let's see. Yeah, the death greeter over there is doing an awful lot of work. I took 8 on this last one. Your Night Market Lookout, how big is it?
Just a 2/2.
Oh.
The Menache is a 4, so you should have just been 6.
Oh, okay.
You
So
have
I'll just gain 2 more. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was 8 with the.
I was like,
the trigger.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Which I did take. So.
Yep.
I don't know.
Okay, and then I think what we'll do is we'll go to combat.
Welcome to combat.
Welcome to combat. Mortal Combat. Dun, 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 dun,
Shout
dun.
out to
Okay.
cardboard combat.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. Gut is gonna sacrifice this here blood token
Yep. I lose a life.
to make another skeleton, and we're gonna actually have a couple of triggers here. There's gonna be 1 off this one and 1 off this one, so you'll lose 2 and I'll gain 1.
Yep.
And we'll have 2 skeletons, the bat and the bat tribal incoming.
All right. So I will. What does that do?
So we have 8,
It's 11
10,
exactly.
11.
11 damage. Okay. I will put Greta in front of one of the skeletons.
The Menache's you're going to do double.
With the Death Greeter, Menache.
Oh, they have Menache.
Yeah, that's the pickle.
Did you know that the 4/1 Haste Menace costs 1 mana?
Just
Fucking stupid.
I will put Greta and then the Death Greeter.
And the Death Greeter triggers off of other things or itself? Oh, just other things.
Another creature. So
Yep, so it'll see Greta. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So one of these here is blocked. Yeah, it's kind of a. I mean, I guess if you recast Greta, then you get a food token, which is helpful for you.
But yes, I unless if I hit a land drop because of commander tax.
1, 2,
So
3,
I-
4, 5. So you would have to get and then okay.
And I have 2 cards in hand. 2 cards in hand.
And you also gain life if I. Well, no, that's fine. Okay, yeah. So we'll do this as such. So you'll take 4, 5, 6, 7. And this skeleton will die, and Greta will die. So you'll.
All right. So before damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Got it.
I will cast Infuse with Vitality on Greta.
And that is a.
So target creature gains Death Touch. Yep. And then when she dies, I gain 2 life. And then
let's see. So this is before damage.
Yes. Yep,
okay. So with the creature on the battlefield tap. Oh yeah, we don't really want that, do we? I'm going to respond.
Yep.
Arcane Signet, Swamp. Arcane Signet, Study Hall, Darksteel Citadel, Swamp to cast. So that would leave me with 2 mana left over. Yeah, that's kind of fine, I guess. We'll cast Thunderclap and clap Greta's cheeks.
There we go.
With this, that'll be extorted, so I'll gain 1.
And I'll lose 1.
And then Greta dying will trigger the Death Greeter.
Yes.
So you will gain 1, and then I will lose 1.
So Infuse Vitality will resolve, so I do gain another 2 life, and you lose 1.
Is that? I don't know if that's because it's lost its target.
Because it says you gain 2 life is separate.
Yeah, it's not part of the what you're thinking of. It's a separate line altogether.
So if it said and you gain 2 life, it would be different. But it's anytime you cast a spell, you're going to gain the 2 life.
Yeah.
Yep. Got it. Okay. And then let's see. And you've got a lot of damage on board. So you've got 2, and then Researcher.
So that's actually 2 more counters in that turn that go to
Will gain life, yeah.
So 4, so it's 6, so 10, 12. Yeah, we're getting to be pretty close to lethal over there. And this is whenever one is sacrificed.
Yeah.
Create or sacrifice a token, and this is when a token leaves. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to damage. The skeleton token will eat the Death Greeter.
Yep, and then the Nadia will cancel each other out.
And then the skeleton will eat the Death Greeter, and then exactly they'll cancel each other out because it's the Mirkwood. It's when it's sacrificed, and this one is when it leaves. So I will still gain 1 life.
Yeah, and then he gains 1 as well from the.
Oh, okay.
And then you get a trigger on your Blood Researcher.
Correct. It's at 5.
I should have fucking killed that Blight Priest a long time ago. Because that thing's got Menace, doesn't it?
Yep.
That's big scary. Oh shoot, yeah, I should have done that like earlier in this turn. That would have made a lot more sense. So I'm at 19, you're at 7. You can probably get close to killing me. So I think I need to just make a blocker. We're gonna second main, cast this Ornithopter of Paradise. Thop.
Yeah.
And I will I played the Citadel, I think. Was this turn?
Yep, that was the turn.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to go to end step, and I'm going to draw off of the Monarch, which I forgot to put up here. Where is it? Yeah, the Monarch. And I will draw for that.
Take that. Yeah, I didn't take that and draw a card. I forgot. That's my fault for missing that trigger. Okay.
And I will pass the turn.
Get the top deck of the century here.
Imagine.
Don't do that. I guess that would be it would be a good draw. Very good draw. It'd be game winning. Barry would be a very good draw too. Well, actually, it would be fine. It would be fine, right? Yeah. Because it's only 1 player, so it's not gaining that much life. But it would still be good. It would be very
still
good.
a draw, yeah.
Yeah, it would be a good draw.
The 4 damage could matter.
Green, black, 3. I will recast Greta.
Love to see it.
So luckily, no land drop. Takes care of.
That Blood Researcher is absolutely huge.
What is that, 7/7?
Oh, dang, I tapped wrong. Yeah, it's a 7/7. 1, 2. I think I just die to you anyhow.
Not sure if I can produce lethal next turn. We'll see. If you don't die this next turn, I think you can stabilize.
So it would be 3 coming at me in the air that I cannot block. I have no flyers. So I am down to 4.
And there will be a token generation.
And then I'll lose 1. So that'll put me at 3. And then you have...
Well, no.
2 tokens.
1, 2,
if you
3,
sacrifice
4.
the skeleton itself, make a skeleton. That's probably your best bet for just an immediate life loss.
Assuming I don't have something else in
Of course,
hand.
yeah.
Right, yeah. Because I didn't get the land drop to gain
To
the
do
life.
an offset, yeah.
So I think
Full send.
at least those three. I will send the Menachem at you.
Oh,
I'll gain the one. I gain one, you lose one.
yeah.
And then the Scream Puff as well. Has just the 4/5. But
No, he loses 2 total.
no, Death Greeter's gone.
No, it's the marauding with the
Oh, yes. You lose 2. That's
and then the lady, she goes up another 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then she is
It's 8/8.
an 8/8.
8/8. So that's 8, 10, 14.
Mm-hmm.
14 damage. That is not lethal.
No.
Interesting. So I guess if I take all of it, I'm committed to just like full clap, which seems like kind of where we're at anyways, right?
Yep.
That said, this ornithopter could step in front of the bus on something. Ideally, I had another creature and I could double block that blood researcher, but I think we're just going to end up taking all of that. So let's do Ornithopter of Paradise. I mean, this is mana too, though. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The more mana I have, the better. And it's a 8, 10, 14. And then if you gain any life, yeah, we're going to block this Ornithopter of Paradise on the Scream Puff, just to be safe. I don't know what kind of tricks there are. Am I getting Tainted Strike?
No effects.
Okay, cool. So I will take 10 on a 7, and you will gain the Monarch.
And I'll go end step, draw the card. That would have been helpful.
Okay.
That was the land that I needed.
All right. Well, time, of course.
Yep, of course.
Yeah. I'm going to draw. Oh, I've got Agent. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys, I always forget that in this deck, I have a second commander. I have Agent of the Iron Throne. I just always forget. It's just so bizarre because I have all these other pingers, right? So I think where this turn starts is with, I need to hit you for 8, and you have 2 blockers, and you could have a Defile. I will have to swing with absolutely everything.
Yeah.
And getting rid of a blocker would be advantageous. So we're going to go 1 black to cast Grim Initiate, Extorting. And then I will pay 1 and a black to, I have 3 mana left here, to sacrifice Grim Initiate to Reckoner's Bargain.
Love Reckoner's Bargain.
Yeah, it's a sick card. And I think we're going to, we'll just do that. So this will die, and it will create an army token,
I lose a life.
zombie army, which will drain you for 1.
Yep.
And then I will gain 1 off of the Reckoner's Bargain, and then I will draw 2. And then I need to go 1 mana. Oh, that's a cool interaction. Flare Husk, which the living weapon will create a germ token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Take
really
damage.
cool. Yeah, germ, like so. And then I will pay 1
to move it.
No, I'm going to pay 2 to Echoing Decay, your Marauding Blight Priest. And then I will go to combat. And we're just fucking full YOLO here. And we're going to sack the army, or we're going to sack the germ token.
Lose a life.
Yep, and you'll lose 2, 1 from Mirkwood Bats, 1 from Nadir.
Yep.
And
then we'll make a skeleton, which will trigger the Mirkwood Bats. Oh my god!
Yeah.
And then here we go. I think that's lethal. I think we got it. Unless you've got darkness.
Nope. Just
I mean, darkness would have been. Darkness would have been such a. Oh god. Wow. Okay.
That's all I got.
All right.
Bones.
Dash hopes. Dash hopes.
Yeah. It's just sadness on the stack. GG's.
Yep.
Sadness is off.
GG's. Yeah. Wow. Fun stuff. Getting both of these in the same game felt stupid.
Biggest time I ever done it was Nesting Shambling statistically and got. I casted Mirkwood Bat, sacked the Nesting Shambler once it was a 10/10. Yeah, it was
gross. Agent would have been a fun thing to add into there too. It's just a lot of triggers. Whenever an artifact or creature you is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, everyone lose 1. Yeah. Fun stuff.
It's a real fun card.
Yeah, and we had these in hand as well. All right, GG's.
Yeah, great games.
All right, y'all
Yeah.
good for a second game?
I'm good for a second.
I am good.
All right, so let's
Yeah.
do a quick few-minute break, just the bathrooms
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Something to drink, yeah.
So we'll be back at 11:20 Eastern, so 8:20 for you, Rye.
Yeah, I'll probably just be
Just chilling.
chinchilling. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll go
All right,
full
so,
I'll grab
screen
something to
here.
drink.
all right, we'll be back in just a minute.
New one that just came out using Gutter Snipe, and it's basically Tendrils of Agony. Yeah,
It's
I don't know.
it's the dual caster mage twin thing combo is one of them.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna make a bajillion dual caster mages that are gonna have haste, and then y'all gotta try to block them.
You enjoy
I
this,
will say that I would be
Yeah.
very, very sad if Dark Ritual went, though, because I am a Reanimator player at heart.
Yes,
And,
it's one of my favorite cards of all time. I was talking
Yeah.
about. Did you see my tweet to Gavin
No.
about getting new art for Torture Existence? And he said it was on his list.
Oh, nice.
You love to hear it.
I was like, we need new art for this, and he was like, it's actually on the list.
Good.
He's
Good.
like, it's one of my favorite cards, and it's ready. It needs some new art and stuff like that. Then I was like, okay, we need dark ritual art too. Didn't get a comment back.
Spinning Darkness would be good. Snuff Out. All right, we ready to do this one? We got Twisted Sewer Witch. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Cool.
I was gonna play Neva, and I'm like, I don't know if we want three.
Power.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. It's a draw 7.
I have a first hand to 7 that will work.
All right.
4, 5, 6. I will play the 7.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to play my Twisted Sewer Witch because you got me excited about the Wilds of Drain again, so I got to slap in the Witch.
Let's do it. I'm excited to see it.
All right.
I'm excited to get my Eldraine stuff at some point. It'd be nice. It's still out for sure.
All right. We all good and
Rural
Gucci?
Kentucky, it's hard.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Wait for...
I'll figure it out.
Yep. No worries. You people still watching? Y'all watching? Hi again.
Ready to take my beating.
And Dax, you can do as many draws as you want.
Cool. Those 1 lands. All right, 2 lands. We're good.
All right, let's do this. I am playing Twisted Sewer Witch. On my turn, I draw. I will do a peat bog tapped, add the 2 counters on it. I'm still whether or not I want to actually keep playing this card, but we'll see how she rolls, and I'll pass the turn.
Yep, that kind of changes things. Very good. Hate it so much. Let's go. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, lanes. We're gonna tap it, and we're gonna play a Worms Crossing Patrol.
I want more Myriad and stuff like that.
I was like, that changes things because I was going to play tap lane.
Yeah, I want more Myriad, more Unearth, more Retrace. I want all the graveyard stuff to just like pump us full of this stuff, you know?
Yep, seriously.
Put it in her.
Escape.
Right here.
Yep, straight into my veins.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Grim Initiate. Pass turn.
Well, all right, turn 2. All right, I'll do Swamp, tap 2, Belwar Stone, tap 2, Rat Colony.
Right.
Well, looks like I am never ever sacrificing my Grim Initiate.
Yep. I will then pass said turn after said item has hit the board.
Let's change
You got one charge counter on that peat bog.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
I'm gonna keep you honest with that thing.
That's fine.
That greed.
This is the first time I've ever played the bogs, like in my life. Like I should be not.
Standard bearer.
Yep.
All right.
Huh.
Combat.
Oh my god, there's a Hamza at the table.
Yeah.
Dax.
Marriott.
Yeah.
Batman.
Marriott trigger.
I'm taking my 1.
I'm killing the thing. Fuck your token.
Yep.
I choose violence.
Lanes, tapping 2 for Scrounging Bandar. Gets 2 counters on it, and I'll pass turn.
So Hamza is already 4 mana. Jesus Christ! Wait, is that right?
No, it's 1. It's what? It's 5.
No,
It's
5.
1. So
Okay.
yeah.
We're gonna go 1, 2 Ever-Flowing Chalice with 1 counter. A 1 for Layer Husk with a the germ thing. A Phyrexian germ. There we go. And then I will pass the turn.
All right, turn 3. So I'll just do it now. After 5, bogs down. Out comes the witch. Rat.
Your lands went away.
I don't know why they did.
We got that good rat.
That was a fast witch.
All right, your tap not going to the graveyard. All right, and then I add a wicked curse and a wicked curse. All right, so now this is. All right, Draw. So now this is a set power toughness.
Say-
1, so it's a
The
4-2.
3-1.
Wicked
Oh.
target or all opponents? Each opponent. That's nice. I
Each
like
opponent, and then this one's a 2-2. The flag bearer is a 1-1. All right, I'll press a little. I'll do the 4-2 over at Alex,
Okay, I'll take one.
and then
I'm very curious how these role tokens interact with standard bearer.
That's interesting.
Then for each rat you control, create a wicked role token attached to that rat.
yeah, but it's not this. It's not a spell.
Ability, spell or ability on standard bearer.
Yeah. Yes, spell or ability. Do I get one?
Well, you might get all of them, and then they would all fall off except for one, because you can only have one roll on a creature.
So then, yeah, technically, yeah. But then each opponent loses. I control them.
Yeah,
right?
that is how it would work. Yeah.
All right. So then let's undo that. Then yeah. So I'm not. There's no attacks at you, Alex.
Yeah, because we gotta work out this bullshit here.
All right. So you get two wicked rolls that attach to your the flag bearer.
Yeah. Okay.
And then one's gonna go away, and then each opponent loses one life. So it's you only take one, not reset power.
Wow, that standard bearer is a problem for you.
Yeah, reset power toughness. Okay, so it's
Oh, it gets a +1/+1? Oh, yeah.
yeah. So that's in the bin. That's over at you. So it's a 3-1. I'm not gonna attack with it now.
Probably for my epithets. Some wicked
Then
tokens.
for each rat you control, create a wicked token attached to that rat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not specifying like each creature you control,
Yeah.
for example. Right. It's just saying
To that rat.
Or
to that rat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
bizarre.
All right.
Right.
Yeah. And now I pass.
All right. Interesting. Let's go. Planes. So, yeah, let's go ahead and lay a planes for a leather armor.
Mhm.
I'll equip for 0 the leather armor to the standard bear. Maybe not the best play, but that's the only play I got. Pass turn?
Wow. Huh.
Tap, draw.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I got enough mana filtering stuff, but I was like, I'm gonna keep the hand because it gives me enough, and like I didn't want them all down. So
I mean, that's particularly brutal on Chris. But
It's still the right play in a sense, you know.
that's all I had. That's the only play I
Yeah.
had. Other cards cost too much in my hand. So here we are. Y'all know where that leather armor was going. Come on, let's go on the Menthar.
oh yeah, of course.
Tapping 3 for. Actually, hold on.
Meanwhile, in degenerate Selesnya land.
Yeah.
Honestly, like one of the most broken turns I've ever seen in my life was Noyark playing Hamza one time, and he like resolved Hamza, and like nobody like did anything about it. And his next turn, he put like 40 power worth of creatures into play.
Mm-hmm.
It was ridiculous. He like
It was like, oh, okay.
yeah, because he
What's
had
it
to lead the Stampede in his hand, and so he drew 5 creatures off that, and then
Classic rock.
oh, fun. The fungus rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is like some Last of Us shit right here.
A little bit, yeah.
Poor rabbit.
And that's what I'll do. Pass turn.
For what it's worth, that rabbit doesn't look unhappy. So live your best life.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
Opal Palace.
Daisies covered in fungus.
And I am once again pinched on colors of mana right now, and it's starting to get old. Bloodseeker, and I will pass the turn.
All right. Swamp. Tap 2 for a rat. Tap 2 for a rat.
Lose 2.
And I lose 2.
Yeah.
Are correct. So now they are +3/+1. They are 5-1.
So big and so tasty.
Yep. Nom nom.
That's probably a problem. But let's go ahead. Move to equip Menthar.
Yeah, he's ready to throw away that patrol.
Yes, I am.
Shocking.
Speaking of it, Pauper.
Cool. You'll lose 3 life to the Bloodseeker.
3.
I'll take 1.
I think I kind of want you to keep that, actually, is the irony. Because of the Grim Initiate or because of the Bloodseeker. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I'll just take 1.
Move through combat. They will be sacrificed.
Oh, my brain feels so swollen.
Instead, getting a experience counter.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Draw. Play a planes. Actually, before everything upkeep trigger, I will move token over to Placid Tail. I'll tap out for Sky Shroud's claim. Grab 2 force, pass a turn.
I will. You'll lose a life due to the Bloodseeker.
Yes,
Oh wait, no, because you did. No, you didn't play a creature. Never mind.
Just move it. Yep.
I am totally wrong. Yep. I drew for turn. There's my swamp. Yay!
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I'm so happy. 1, 2. Impact Tremors.
Oh, mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Gonna play Gut.
I'll lose one.
Gut. Everybody will lose one.
Mhm.
I will go to combat. I will attack with this Phyrexian Germ, and I will sacrifice this Phyrexian Germ to make a 4/1 skeleton.
Yep.
Skeleton here, and he attack. He don't protect. Who he attack? I think it's gonna be. Yeah, it'll just be you, Dax.
Yep. I take the 4.
Okay. And everybody will lose one off the impact tremors.
Okay. I'll take the 5.
Yep. And then I'll pass your turn.
All right, swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Read the bones. Draw 2, draw 2, lose 2.
I think he's gonna find a rat off this.
Mm-hmm.
Think so. Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
I didn't actually. I got good cards. I don't know if I want them right now. That's the thing.
I want to build Totentans, the Rakdos, but I don't have any
Okay,
rat
so
colonies or.
one top,
Yeah,
one
that's-
bottom.
I only have a few.
There's Spendy.
They are.
Flutterfang.
Draw
Flutterfang
2.
looks really good.
Actually, I think that's a really good place to just make proxies, though, to make playtest cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no reason to buy those.
And I'll play another rat.
Hey!
But now there's 6 ones.
Jesus.
Yeah, we're in danger.
See the size of this shit?
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
I
just playing
swung,
lands. I'm just playing lands.
maybe I swung at the wrong person, but I'm just so traumatized from Hamza last time.
Well, the whole thing is like I've said before. Like I don't like their powers like huge, but their type is just 1. So like
Yeah.
with everyone's got things in the field now, it's like they'd be attacking for almost no reason. You know,
Yeah, they just trade into stuff.
there's an instant
They're
trade.
basically like they're the abyss.
I'm gonna lose one.
How
from
many
the
do it,
East.
You'll lose a life.
Yeah,
off
yeah,
the,
I got it.
Yeah, cool.
I can't really get rid of the flag bearer, bro. But like,
Mm-hmm.
There is one way to do it.
it's just smack face. But again, I'm still getting the triggers off of them going away anyway. So like,
Yeah, I think you should. I don't think he wants to trade either of his things.
yeah.
In fact,
Not right
not right now.
Yeah, F around and find out. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I'll just swing 1 rat at you, Alex.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's fucked up that you just have lethal in
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, where's my Will the Nim at? Need to find that card.
Up top. Okay.
I want my tabby on the top. I would love to throw the tabby right now.
This is a fill bet. I'm gonna put Black Dragon Gate into tap. I'll choose plains. That's the other color. I'm gonna pay this 4. Cast this whiteboard crawler card called Pestilence.
Oh, that's a feel bad. 'Cause I know what's
Mm.
next.
Well, I tapped out.
I know, that's the thing. It's like,
Wait, did you just cast a Pestilence with no mana up?
yeah.
Yep, I had to. But that's how bad my hand is. I'm like,
Oh.
I was like,
I feel like you just hold on to it, right? Because now you die.
Well, I have to swing because otherwise my rats die instantaneously.
no, I have blockers that can take them.
I mean,
know.
I have to swing too. I can't take that.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't even know if Dax can.
No.
Why
Dax
not?
like
1/1/1. Yeah.
Initiate scare tactic attack.
it's like that's like the that's one doodle that can't be undid. I'd give you the opportunity to put it back in your hand, but then we just know it's there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's literally like what I have in hand.
Did you pass the turn out?
This costs too much. Yeah, I'm gonna pass turn. This costs too much. This is okay. It's not a good point to play this, and then lands.
Yep.
But
you got
like-
sandbag that shit. That is that's a
I should have
powerful
got my
magic
hand.
right there.
Mm.
I mean, I'm glad I'm not losing to it. So there's that.
Now we're in a pickle.
You can always target the flag bearer or removal.
I wish I had some right now.
They target flag bearer.
I don't have
I
ways to
can't
destroy
target it.
his enchantments in my deck, so that's on you, Dax.
Hey, Chris.
I do have, what is it?
We got Feed the Swarm, right?
I'm
That's
pretty
it.
sure I had him there.
I got beat swarm here too.
Yeah.
Your card.
Man.
It's not in mine. Yeah, it is. I do. Okay, that's what I thought. Like, don't be.
I think it's gonna take all of us doing some pretty self-destructive shit to not lose our entire board.
Yep.
Why not?
We are scared shitless.
So
Yeah.
Dax, just keep that in
I
mind.
hated it so much. I hated it so much. I was like, I'm not gonna have any freaking mana, and this feels so bad, but I might as well do it because it makes it fun. I was like, I hate it so bad. And like that was the other lane, and I was like, I need this other black mana for another card. So I was like, I have to play it. The other one is the planes. I'll let you know what the other land is in my hand is the planes. I was like, I need this black mana out next turn. That's why.
Here we are.
Right. Well, I can't play anything because all my stuff in my hand targets myself, and it'll all go to the flag bearer, so that's not going to
Well,
help.
does it? Well, wait. It targets you, but it has to be able to target the flag bearer. So
Well-
if it can't target the flag bearer, then it can't be redirected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait till I play the
So
other one.
flag bearer says if an opponent plays a spell or ability that could target a flag bearer in play, that player
good.
chooses at least that one flag bearer as a target, which I will remind you works with changelings too.
But I don't have any changelings, but the cards that I need to play are creatures that target.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. So it
for
was
the
not
counter.
flag bearer. Make a
Right.
swamp.
Do they say that they can target any creature?
Yes, target creature, not
Yeah,
that I
then
control.
it-
Yeah,
That
that's
is
good.
rougher on you than I thought it would be.
Yeah, so I think I can do this one. So what I'll do is I'll tap 4 and play a gnarled pack because it doesn't target; it just enters itself, kicked
Yep.
one time.
Yeah. The one that be itself. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it's kicker cost.
Yeah, so then that way I will be able to tap 3
And
and
still
cast
cast
Hamza.
Tommy, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's the play here.
And then you're gonna lose
Um,
2 from the Bloodseeker.
Yes. Yep.
I don't even know if we have lethal on Alex here. This is.
Yeah. What is this?
Because I can
I
block
mean, if
the
he
two.
untaps with the pestilence, it's definitely everything's going to go boom.
Yeah.
Although the
Yep.
yep, the Hamza won't die.
Yeah.
No, but it doesn't have haste. But yes, I will still have Hamza, so all my stuff will be full costed because everything
And
else.
I can pay up to 3 mana.
Well, then that'll die. So all of my stuff will die. So everything will cost full mana coming around.
I can pay up to 3 mana. And that's but reminder, I need to play cards.
Yeah, my
And I
entire
need to-
board dies
I
to
at least-
any amount of damage, and so does
I at least
Chris's.
need 2 black.
Mhm.
I at least need.
I'm
I
gonna
at least
draw.
have to have 2 black. So I can only do it once, right? As of right now. Now
Oh man.
to keep me in the game, I have to at least use 2 of that black towards a card.
Persistent specimen will trigger impact tremors. Everybody take 1.
Take 1.
I think this is the turn for me to be running out Agent of the Iron Throne for once in my life.
You remember, it's a win in itself.
Yeah, I've remembered I had it this time. I will go to combat with this. Let's see. I mean,
I think if you attack, I don't know. I like play pestilence just makes you arch enemy, and I feel bad.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
it is what it is. I think what I need
It
to
is what
start
it is.
off by doing is
Listen, I'm
cast
100%
Snuff
fine with it.
Out. I'm going to cast Snuff
I'm the
Out.
same way. Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
same way.
I'm going to cast Snuff Out, targeting the
Flag bearer?
flag bearer. Yeah, the flag bearer.
And you take the 4 life for it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm down
Yep.
to 24. And then I will go to combat with this skeleton, and I will swing the skeleton. Gut will then sacrifice this persistent specimen, and that will trigger the Agent of the Iron Throne. Everybody's going to lose 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I'll get another skeleton, which will enter and trigger impact tremors. Everybody loses 1.
Yep.
And then I've got these coming at you, Alex. And Chris, I'm going to need you to take it the rest of the way after this.
Yeah, because it'll be. Yeah, you just get lethal. I die.
So these two here.
Or like
you
even if I
blocking?
block here, and then what would happen is Chris would come back and his crackman kill me. So either way,
Are you going to
So
block
I'll-
these?
yeah, I'm gonna block.
So they're both
Yeah.
menace. So I will kill. So how much toughness is on Minthara right now?
He is up to 3.
Yeah, so both would die, and we'll all
Okay,
lose
I'll kill
1.
both then. So I'll.
Yeah, you
I
can kill
will,
them.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'll lose
you can
1.
kill both.
Everybody will lose 1 with the agent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then Chris
and then
is
you'll
just
take
like, you know,
4. You'll take 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Yep. And then
Yeah,
I
Chris has just
will.
got-
Oh,
Swing 2 at the
also,
end,
y'all lose 1 from the Wicked thing.
Yeah, the
Yep.
wicked.
From
Oh,
the-
yeah.
Yep, from before.
Oh,
right.
because it died. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. And then with that, I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap draw. Okay, study hall. Okay.
Just having himself a big thunk.
Well, I want to be able to like kill, but like still have enough to bring a lot back on the kick.
Oh yeah, that makes sense too. You don't want to.
I mean, you can do 1 rat and your commander, and that's enough.
Yeah, I know. I have that. I'm trying to figure like because I getting more of the wicked rolls and whatnot.
And some dying. We'll look at the top.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's
No
gonna be
question
these two
about
at you
that.
100% either way. So
Yeah.
Are you just thinking about the other stuff?
yeah.
Yeah. Flaming fist, pointed discussion.
Mm.
Yeah, plans. So fist somebody with a Minotaur. I'm sorry.
Nah.
So Alex dead.
All right, so that's that. Yeah, so I'll do that. You take the 9.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna move to my second main. I'm going to single black for Culling the Weak on my commander, adding 4 black mana. So this is back in the zone. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to recast it. Gonna enter, and it's going to make a rat. And then I'm gonna create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wicked tokens.
Yep. And you will lose 2 life.
Yeah, 6 wicked tokens will enter.
Wow, that's pretty scary.
That's fun.
Get
All right,
that cat
Dax.
out. Get that cat out.
I apologize for the time I swung at you.
It's all good.
All right.
Well deserved.
No, see, you could kept me around. I'd have blown up that board.
2, 2, it's a 2, 2.
That's the line right there.
Like then Papa would have won because he has a most life.
Mhm.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're getting +5, so +6
I hate it.
+1.
No.
Jesus friggin' Christ.
So
Play
they
that
are
cat.
they're
Play heavy.
8 twos.
8 2s.
Yeah, they're 8-2s. Yeah.
I
Let's see.
mean, I'll have 12 damage worth of
All
that
right.
he'll have to block.
I will pass with that on the board right now.
Yeah.
They're
I'd say-
scary attackers, but they're so scary that it kind of like makes it very clear what we need to do.
Mhm. Draw for turn. but I
Pestilence
gotta
would have
get
been
there.
nice.
Pestilence, yeah. I still don't like it though. I still don't like it. You see all these 1s on the side of my creatures there, and
Yeah.
2s. Yeah, it's all of them.
Oh, 4th of the bottom. Torture Resistance. Carry on Feeder was next.
I think genuinely, if you'd sandbagged that, you would have just won the game.
That's like, I had no plays. I was like, why not just go ahead and jump
Yeah.
in? It's late.
I mean,
1 white for Sigiled Sentinel.
mhm.
Backup targeting Hamza. Now has vigilance until end of turn.
Correct.
I will tap 1 green for Serpent Blade Assailant.
Backup as well. Death
Yeah.
Yes, backup as well, and Death Touch. And I will put it on the Sigiled Sentinel.
I like backup with this.
Yeah,
You'll lose
it's
2 life.
I haven't updated my Hamza in forever. Like,
I mean, yeah, the backup mechanic was really good for it.
I will tap 2 to discard a Slippery Karst to draw a card. Another land, but one that enters untapped.
That's the one problem really with any Selesnya deck that isn't,
yeah, exactly.
you know, Satyr Enchanter is just like you get what you get, and it's usually pretty powerful, but it's what you've got.
I'll
Right?
tap 3 for Ulamog's Crusher.
What?
Yeah, I love it.
That's fucked up. I don't like
And-
that at all.
I think I need blockers.
That's a good blogger.
Yeah, I wasn't.
That's good.
Man, because he's just gonna make more rats.
Well, he'll need blockers. You'll need blockers if he's alive. That's another way to think about it.
Yeah. 6 with Vigi.
I definitely don't want to live under the hammer of how much damage? 32?
Oh, hold on, I lost that. Yeah, it's. I haven't jumped to Twitter. I
32
lost-
just on the 4 colony rats.
said I was exiled. Too much time sitting in.
I'm also not excited about this Ulamog's Crusher. I think it's huge. 3 mana Ulamog's Crusher.
Yeah, it's pretty broken.
Yeah,
There we go.
So mint.
that's like,
Boulder
That's-
targeting all the box crusher.
yeah, it's almost as good as exhuming it.
This full screen. I think I'm just dead either way, so I will do what I can to clear the way here. I think. Wait, oh, I guess. Chris, where are you going with this attack?
I'm gonna be
Okay.
completely
Yeah.
honest with you. At what's in my hand and what's on the field and what I have 2 cards in hand, so I don't really have anything. I have more likelihood to draw more rats. In all honesty, you know.
Yeah.
In complete transparency,
Yep.
there will be more rats.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. So I can swing with these. That's the issue. Well, Hamza has vigilance,
Yeah.
but Hamza dies to our rat.
Yes, I would block Hamza 100% with the rat.
Luckily, Hamza's still pretty cheap at that point. I don't think he
He
blocks
doesn't-
the other stuff though, because it's
He can't recast Hamza at the current state because he only has 1 mana open.
Yes.
not at the
correct.
current state, but he'd be able to. do it
Yeah,
next
on the
turn.
following, absolutely yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a next turn. That's my thing.
Oh yeah, got it. Yeah, and you're gonna, for sure.
Wilson.
Hey,
Yellow!
Because those 2 on the far left,
Wilson.
the ones on the left are 1/1s, right?
So yeah, this is a 1/1. This is a 2/2. This is a 3/3, and then Hamza is a 6/6 with vigilance.
All right. So I can take.
And I don't think, because you can make more rats, I don't think if you full send at me, I don't think I live through your turn, your attacks, and Ryan's.
Stuff.
If I was Chris, I would take the smallest and then take block. With a
Well,
couple
I'm gonna
of
block his.
small
Well, let me see. Are you doing the mild full sail? Like
I'm
half
like-
mass?
Half fast, half chub.
Yep.
Chub.
So even
Partial.
even on board, I have 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's still 8 that gets through.
Because you have to think about it this way: he's going to lose creatures to blocking, so
Yeah.
you don't actually have to block everything that's in play.
I also don't mind things dying because I have the wicked rolls attached to them.
The
That's
wicked
thing.
roll does damage to you regardless. So the longer this game goes, unless you get lifelink, the more likely he or I will kill you just accidentally. You got like a conclave phalanx in there.
I am hellbent. No cards in hand. The Celestia way.
Yeah. The true Celestia way. Yep.
The true Celestia Hamza way.
You
No
have a
cards
board,
in
but that's
hand.
about it.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Everybody thinks Hellbent is a Rakdos mechanic, but it's really a Selesnya mechanic.
Yeah. I even have card draw in here. Man.
And that's the whole reason why I slowed down on my Hamsas, because I don't want you to have. It makes a beautiful board, but then one wipe and.
One pestilence. Have fun.
Well, Dax, I'm going to be hitting him too. So
Then that's what I'll do. I'll keep Diesel die, and Hamza will cost. All right. I'll send these 3.
All right. The 1/1 will I'll block with one of my rats, so that'll die. I'll block your 3/3 with my 3/4 witch, and I'll take 2.
yeah, I think the Hamza needed to get in there. Rough.
I would have traded the
Okay.
Hamza. I think his best bet was the block.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I would 100% just jumped in and he would have still lost 1 and his commander.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go to my turn. Mountain.
At least your skeletons will get rid of 2. Well, at least 2 blockers, right?
It'll get rid of 2 rat tokens. Or, it'll get, just 2 rat tokens. He may not block the other skeletons. So, oh boy. It's very scary. So I could go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bring back persistent specimen.
We all lose 1.
Everybody take 1 from impact tremors. And then I'm going to go to combat. Swing with this skeleton. Upon declaring this attack, I will use Gut to sacrifice this persistent specimen. It leaves the battlefield, and it'll trigger the agent again. Everybody lose 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will create a skeleton, which will trigger impact tremors.
Lose 1.
Take 1.
Yep.
And you've got 2 skellies coming your way, my friend.
All right. I will tap for 2, and I'll do Echoing Decay.
Fuck me, dude. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's very bad for everyone involved.
Yeah.
We lose.
Okay.
We lose 2 though.
Yeah. You guys lose 2. All right. Second main, we clench, and we're gonna put this flare husk on this Grim Initiate, make it a 2/2 first striker. Be afraid.
Yep.
Very.
Get that cannon play, Chris. Film on the triggers.
Okay. Well. I'll pass the turn.
All right. Untap
Look, not looking good, folks. Oh
Think
my
I'm
God.
just-
You know what's really tragic?
I died to Wicked Trigger. if you can flicker.
You know what's really tragic about this Crusher right now? Is that he can just sacrifice the wicked rolls for the Annihilator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where.
And that's like actively good for him. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's bad.
Okay, so I got a lot of big brain thoughts right now because
Uh-oh.
wicked rolls, and you're at 23. All right, at
Yeah.
minimum, so just by default right now, these 3 are going at Ryan.
Understood.
I'm establishing that because I know that's where that's going to be, I believe. Because if you double block on my commander, you have to triple block on the commander, and you take 4. It's not advantageous for you.
Oh, I'm gonna block everything.
I know you're gonna. I know you're gonna go 1/1/1, so I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Just leaves the kick on that. I'm wondering if I literally just,
Like not attack?
weirdly enough, and then just
I
do
mean-
full sale blocks.
Well, that. Wish I knew that was in your hand.
It's a shame the wicked roll doesn't gain you life. That would have made it so insane.
Oh, it'd be absolutely
Oh, that'd be
insane.
busted.
It'd be awesome. Guys, everybody in Modern would love that, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Every
Okay,
scam player ever playing Not Dead Yet or whatever.
that's sorcery. If I do that,
Wasn't there some drama about scam recently where like it's like made up drama? This is like not real anything, but like people like Modern players were upset because the people in the commentators booth wouldn't call Rakdos scam. They called it Rakdos evoke, and everybody was just like
oh yeah,
absolutely
Yeah.
losing their mind. Like the
'Cause they
player
s-
base.
they so badly wanted it to be a scam. That's why.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
Okay, so You have 3 blockers. 3 blockers. All right, I'm gonna do 1 extra rat at Ryan. I think I'm gonna end. So you gotta block 1 rat at least. I know that much. That would
Yes.
die.
And then I would
Get
take
through.
2,
You would
4, 7 if I didn't block the rest.
Yep.
So I could Grim Initiate and first strike down the rat colony.
Correct.
That seems like the best plan. And then just take 7.
I'm leaving it at that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
If
All right.
like
The
I
Grim
said-
Initiate is gonna block the rat colony.
Yep.
And I'm awfully tempted to block with Gut, but I think Gut is actually better blocking a rat colony in the future than it is blocking one of these stupid tutus. So I'm going to take 7.
All right, and then
Or wait, no, what is it?
The 8
2,
total.
4, yeah, 7. Be 8
8
because
with
of the
wicked.
drain.
And then
Yep,
dash
nice.
take 1.
Drain, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 plus 1. Yep. And then yeah.
I'll do 1, 2. I'm gonna scry 2 with a study hall. Pay 1.
No, study hall has to be casting your commander to do that.
Oh, when? Okay, never mind. That's a piece of difference anyway. Because then it'd be uncommon, obviously.
Haha.
These are tapped down. Blocks there. This is gone. 15, 6. High end of that. Back has to do 4 from there. All right. 1, 2. Cast a rat colony. So they stay at the 8/2s. This one's 8. 7/1 because it has no wicked attached to it. Do I pressure it to there? If I don't have a flipper, I could do that. Put on it.
You only have 6 rats?
No, that one's
You don't have wicked, so I get the +1 off of it.
yeah. So it's a little bit smaller.
Right.
You have no cards in hand. Ryan's got 1 in. So the card in my hand,
1.
like, is being very reminiscent when I went to Philly. That's the problem. I don't want to do it.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's scary.
Like, it's not bad. It's like it's not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so crazy. That's such a crazy card. But like, all right, I'm gonna have to pass the turn.
No.
Doing what's in my hand is value, but it made me lose the game
Got
in
it.
Philly.
Yep. You don't have to cast your cards. I will say with complete certainty that I have never run out a Whisper Silk Cloak on turn 3. Because that card tells everybody that every time your commander is cast, if it doesn't die in that turn cycle, it's never dying.
Correct. 1000% yes.
Ankylosaur found that out in the finals of the RIW hobbies. He played one on like turn 2 or 3 or something, and just like the entire table was just like on his ass the whole game. I mean, he was also playing the Ernest Street Urchin, so it was also like a machine gun, that had a Whisper Silk Cloak.
Oh man, well, I'm dead just to wicked.
So we clear the way for Ryan. That's the question.
But if I clear, this is a little bit of king making here, right? Like if I
Yeah.
clear the way, Pauper wins or Ryan wins. If I attack Ryan, he at least has a turn to rebuild and stabilize a bit. I think I just passed the turn.
Yeah, that's the correct thing to do.
Yeah, I think I just passed the turn here and see what happens.
You're in a losing spot,
Yep.
and so the correct thing is to just chill.
Hold up mana.
Yep.
With 1 card in hand.
Well, we're drawing lands. Oh, I think that I'm genuinely dead.
Oh, actually, that's my fault. I have to attack with Ulamog's Crusher no matter what, though.
Oh,
Boy. That's okay. You know what? I will.
yeah.
Evens-
So
even-
let's
yeah,
I'll
I'll let the
rewind
die.
it here.
Yeah, I will let the die decide here. Like it's evens. It's going to go to Ryan. Odds. It'll go at Chris. Hold on. I'll roll it on Cam. Evens.
I'm gonna
All
take my shoes off.
Yep. So then I will swing the Crusher at Ryan for 8.
Oh boy.
I am going to copy right back and use that.
With the Annihilator too. Do the Grim Initiate. Sack it twice. Sack 1 and sack 2.
I can't. You have to choose them at the same time.
I thought it was separate. Well, because it's only 1 instance, yeah.
That blows.
Yeah. So I left it to the die roll. I wasn't choosing there.
I mean, Bloodseeker. God, losing the Grim Initiate and losing First Strike is like pretty unacceptable, though. I'm not gonna lie. It might be a mountain. Then I'm just gonna take 8. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I draw a land, then I could recast Gut. I could sack Agent. Well, because I'm sacking, if I sacked artifacts or creatures, I could sack these 2 and block with this, but then I don't have anything that can attack.
So he has. How many skeletons will you have on your attack?
Maybe just the 1.
Just one.
I don't have any right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, fuck.
The 1 damage. Like a creature, you can get 2 triggers off of Agent of the Iron Throne.
I don't think I can take the 8.
So you take 2, right? So if you replay gut and then get the skeleton,
And then swing for 4. It's
You
like even if I swing with it, then I'm just dead to Chris.
yeah, because it's like an impact tremors. If you get the 2 creatures off of that sacrifice, that's 4 damage.
I'm gonna stack these 2 here. Bloodseeker will trigger agent. Everybody loses 1.
Yep. Go to 9.
Yep. And then gut will die, and everyone will lose 1. And then and I won't take the damage. Okay, is that it?
That's it. I'm sorry. Yep.
All right, cool. Vault of Whispers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Opal Palace. Cast gut. He is now a 4/4.
You lose 1.
Everybody lose 1.
Go to 7.
Attack with the Grim Initiate at you, Chris.
Yep.
I'm gonna sacrifice this ever-flowing chalice. Everybody will lose 1.
Yep.
Skeleton will enter play. Everybody will
lose 1.
Take 1. And here's 6 damage at you, Chris.
Correct. Do I like? All right, you're
I
fully tapped out.
Chris wins this game now.
Yeah, because I'll block the initiate off of one of the wickeds.
I'll kill Dax,
and that kills Dax instantly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take 4, go to 1 because you're tapped out, right?
Yeah.
No sacrifice outlets.
Yeah. Okay, so are you blocking?
Yeah, I'll block with one of the rats that have a thing attached to it
on the
Grim Initiate. I wonder if I can do just in case. What other free spells could there be? There's only the Snuff Out.
Yeah, it's such an interesting situation because the Crusher actually had to attack.
Correct.
So it's like it was like forced kingmaking in a sense, right?
I didn't want to be put in position to choose. Yeah,
because if it went at it would kill. It would not. It wouldn't kill you, but it would have. But I probably would have won.
But here's the.
And then if it coming at me, it barely. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see how this combat goes, I guess.
That's only player. I'm thinking of like. I know you don't have it because you only have 1 card in hand. In the sense of like if you had a Simian Spirit Guide, exile Simian Spirit Guide, get 1 mana and bolt me. So that's where my mind is looking. You only have the 1 card in hand, so even if you exile it, you don't have an option to recur anything. So if I put myself,
you're thinking about double blocking.
I don't think you have the way I don't. I'm pretty sure you don't have it, but like mindset wise, I have to assume it. I'm just gonna do the 1 block and see what happens. All right, so then that's gonna die.
You're blocking with the Grim Initiate.
And I'm taking 4 and going to 1.
Yep.
Going to 1. Okay.
These go down to 1, 2.
And then, well, I guess it's not over yet because you have how big are these?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So they're 5. They're 6 power each.
6 twos.
So I can eat 6 of it. Take 12.
You take it.
13, 14, 15, 16.
Lost
I'll
one
take
wicked.
16. Yeah, the Wicked will kill me.
Well, from that combat, right? I think you lose 1, or did you already do that? I'm sorry.
Oh no,
he hasn't lost the 1 yet.
I haven't lost the 1. Yeah, I'm dead on the backswing. So yep, GG's.
So I'll show you what I wasn't good at. What I wanted to do was Sign in Blood.
Yeah, that's sick.
So the reason I brought it, in the final round of Philly at Riches to Rags, I had a draw 2, lose 2 card in my hand, and I go, no, don't do it just in case. Even though I was at 10 life, that little extra would have killed me.
No, I was correct to hold it. The question is like, are the cards that you're going to get off that going to help you in your situation right now?
So
and what are those cards, right?
What I would have drawn was Return to Extinction and Feign Death.
No, I mean those are both pretty good.
So they're good choices. But I also kind of wanted to keep it back as potential, depending on how much damage I did, because it's target player, to see if I had to target Ryan with it to lose the extra 2 life.
I think I was pretty. I was either going to win or lose based on the roll of the dice on the Crusher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that was a hell of a game.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was good stuff.
That was a cool Sewer Witch deck.
Yeah, the witch is sweet. I feel like the thing that we have to work on, Chris, with the rat deck is that there's a part of me that thinks that like a significant amount of the card draw needs to just be ways to get rats back so that you can actually swing with them. Because I think that the rats have this tendency of like they're big and if they sit around and they just keep getting bigger, people get freaked out.
And that's the 100% truth to the entirety of it all. Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is if the rats are swinging in and the rats are actually just the abyss, meaning that your opponent blocks and kills them, but dies, takes damage, but the creatures die in the process, then the rats stay at a reasonable size, but we keep feeding them into the field with effects like Reaping the Graves and Font of Return and maybe Death Denied type stuff.
I've thrown, I think, at least 3 or 4 in the to do that. So
yeah, I think that's the strategy that makes the most sense from a game theory standpoint, because otherwise you're sitting there with like 8 2s. And all of us meager peasants here, my like 4/1 skeleton menace creatures are just looking like really dumb.
Yeah, I have 5 effects in my deck to return things.
Yeah, I think that's the number that could go up. Like, it might be that, like, I don't know, like, how many removal spells do you have?
Removal,
It's probably got to be like 10 of those, 10 card draw spells, 10 recursion spells, 30 rats. So 10, 10, 10, 30 plus 30 rats is 60. That leaves 5 slots open for.
I have 7 removal. No, 8 removal. Draw.
Well, I guess 5 slots left over for Grave Flickers. So like 10 recursion, 10 draw, 10 kill. That's 30. 5 Grave Flicker, which is all the good ones. And then 30 rats.
So also with the rats in here, the creatures, I've also added Carrion, Dimir Houseguard to look for the 4-drops. Gary, because it probably can generally do well. Grim Guardian, because of the amount of wicked things. Mirkwood Bats. The Warehouse Tabby, and Wicked Visitor.
There's another 10 utility cards there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. Because the thing is that it's like not responsible to build a deck without removal. And even like, I don't know, like 10 is kind of like, that's so the reason 10 is important, right? And it could be 11 is actually the real number, is that I talked to a mathematician and a Magic player who told me that if you want to consistently draw a card in a game, you need to have 11 copies of it in your deck, assuming no draw spells. So 10, that's like, 10%. If you draw 10 cards, opening hand plus 3 over, till turn 3, you should have 1 in hand over the course of, that thing. So maybe 2 in a game. But in that case, then you are the aggro deck, right? And you're trading reactivity for proactivity, which means that you can't sit back. It means you have to be swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that, and that's the draw that I've been struggling with. This is like the massive power brings an immediate threat to the table where if you don't start pushing, you're dying it out. But if you like, everyone has like a few creatures on the board, and my rats die instantly. At what point do you alpha strike, or at what point do you keep holding back? Like I say, like how I was here, I was holding back quite a bit to say, hey, don't swing into me, because then your creatures are going to obviously die, and then you'll lose a little bit more in the kickback.
Yeah,
it's.
I mean, you normally get a lot of equity, and you Oh, you headed out?
No, I was like, and then you cast the Pestilence.
Oh yeah. Well, see, that's the thing that's really tough from a aggro gets equity in games by attacking the right people. So if you're an aggro deck and you want to get the most length of time to extend into the board without interaction, you attack the combo player. If you attack the mid-range player, then the mid-range player starts killing your commander. They sweep your board. They do this and that, right? They like punish you, and then you end up signing a suicide pact between each other, and the combo player wins. So when you are an aggro deck, you want to have the most unimpeded start, where like you're attacking the person who has the least amount of interaction, because that's going to give you the most time to build up a board that you can snowball with. The trouble being, your board is so punishable. So it's like if I'm a mid-range player and you clap the combo player, man, there's so many, like if I'm playing TPI, I am like 0% afraid of you when you try to pivot onto me.
And
like
that's the problem.
Yeah, it like genuinely has a bit of a tough whereas like Gut, for example, when you go to pivot onto the mid-range player, if the mid-range player sweeps you, they take a ton of damage off of Iron Throne and off of, all this stuff. And the Gut, when it's replayed, you get haste, right? Because you just sack something and make a 4/1. But with the rats are like even worse for the fact that Echoing Truth and Echoing Decay completely demolish you.
Instantly, yeah.
Like in such a heavy way, right? Like you do have the benefit that if they die, then the auras fall off and they do punish them. So I guess it's the same. You
But
basically
to a
have
degree,
Agent
though,
of
like,
the Iron Throne.
if they do fall off, though, they're like that one damage, because generally when it comes once they're on that, it does add up a little bit, but I'm generally doing anywhere from 4 to 6 damage when they all fall off. But at that point, like, the rebuild isn't really equating to the value of the loss.
There's no rebuild
because there's none.
And if you build the deck to rebuild, with like 10 recursion spells, big ones,
You're pulling away from.
I mean, maybe there's a world where okay, so maybe the game plan is this: you attack the combo player, right? You get all that equity to build up your board and do all this degenerate shit, and then assume that you are going to get clapped by some board resetting effect, right? Something really heavy. And then your plan is that you have cards like Death Denied and Reaping the Graves in hand, and you instant speed on your opponent's turn. You instant speed, bring all your creatures back, and you feed them right back out.
But then you got to factor. So the reason why I feel that that the rats and Relentless Rats and Rat Colony does so well in EDH because of the cost reduction. So if I were to do, say the average time frame of which that a wipe would establish would be anywhere from turn 4 to 6, 6 being the more average in a sense, where like you're gonna have the biggest impact. If I bring that back, if I do have 6 lands, if not 7 with a rock or 2, I'm only gonna get 2 or 3 creatures back. But at that point, I'm only gonna do an initial upwards of like 4 or 5 per creature, so I might get a kickback of 15 damage, but on a single player. So on the full swing around, it's not gonna really. I don't think rats can really pull up. Like maybe in what is it? A Sir Conrad build, maybe.
I've played against Sir Conrad rats, and I don't recall the last time I lost to that.
And that's the thing. Like it's not. I just feel that rats are like.
We don't know that they're
viable.
Good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
I think
very
that's what
cool.
We're tiptoeing around, right?
Yeah.
We're tiptoeing around like, can you play rats? And the trouble with the rats is that like your deck almost cures the problem, which is that it says if the rats die, everybody still takes damage, which basically your commander kind of reads like Agent of the Iron Throne.
Yeah, and that gives and the wicked rolls also give a little bit of a buff to the toughness. Yeah. So
and that almost gets it there. But again, so what about this? Here's another thought. There's also another rat card, right? Relentless Rats.
That's where I've been teetering to lean into doing Relentless Rats instead of Rat Colony.
Because
it's a double pip, but
you know what? Double pip for Gary hits that much harder, and they get toughness. I don't know if the only thing is that it's only Relentless Rats.
Correct.
So they only buff each other. They don't buff each other from all rats like Rat Colony does. But Relentless Rats, even though it's more expensive, I genuinely just don't think the Rat Colony is a thing.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like I was definitely encouraging you to do Rat Colony.
Oh, I'm testing all the waters with this thing.
Because the hypothesis was like, oh yeah, we like make these rats, we swing in, we still get damage, we kill people's creatures, they sweep our board, they still take damage. But I think that the rebuild is way hard. Whereas like the rebuild on Gut is like pretty quick in terms of like aggro decks, right? And the Relentless Rats, if these things get, if you have one Relentless Rat or 2 Relentless Rats in play, they can't be swept by Breath Weapon or Fiery Cannonade. And probably not Crypt Rats and probably not Pestilence. If you get a third one, they start like not dying to a lot of things, right?
Yeah, and then it's easy block/attack,
Yeah, the only thing you got to watch out for is that when you attack, a person can do the things you would do against a Slivers player, which is you line up your blockers, and then you kill their muscle sliver, and you kill their sinew sliver, and then they're 1/1s, and then you win combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's just like what you get for playing Relentless Rats, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's one of those.
I think Relentless Rats might be the way, and then you would play less of them because they're more expensive and they're harder to deploy, and it would be more of a mid-range plan. Right? Like maybe 25 of them.
Yeah, 20, 25.
Well, and here's the thing. The Relentless Rats also get bigger off of the Wicked token, which means that you basically have a Lord and... Okay, so Twisted Sewer Witch is essentially a rat lord. Huh?
Just got a rating with 35 people. Thank you, Tappy.
35 people?
Hi, everyone. Holy
shit. Hello. That's awesome. Welcome, everybody. We're just discussing the approach to take with Twisted Sewer Witch, which is the commander that Chris was playing in this Pauper commander game.
Yep, so we're discussing how rats should work.
I genuinely think, okay, so when you think about Twisted Sewer Witch, the card actually reads something different than what it does. the card reads, I have Agent of the Iron Throne and I'm a Rat Lord, right? Twisted Sewer Witch is a Rat Lord because she's giving them all +1/+1, right?
Correct.
So she's relentless rats would be insane.
She's a pseudo buff on the backside.
Yeah. So okay, so then if we imagine this, what if you run Twisted Sewer Witch out when you have 3 relentless rats? Let's do the math on that. So that's 4 4s, they're 5 5s.
So it becomes 6 6s, which is 18 damage.
Well, no, 3 of them.
Oh, because plus 2, they start
it's other.
Yeah.
So +4, so they're 4, and then 5 with the wicked roll. That's pretty good. I mean,
it might be a thought process to swap out. I'm gonna keep trying this.
Right.
Yeah.
So what that does say too, though, is that you are unlocked on rocks, because what Twisted Sewer Witch doesn't want to do is have 2-mana rocks competing for 2-mana colony rats. So on the turns where you want to develop, you can't, because you have to run out rats because you're like an aggro deck.
And that's where I've pulled back on the mana rocks in the general terms. Like even this one, I think only have maybe 2 or 3 in it. The Foul War and like the signatures for the Heppel of it. It's a tough one because like you're not wrong. Whereas like Rat Colony, it's 2 versus the Relentless, which is 3. Like, what are you giving up to build from there? If anyone's watching, which should you choose? Right? Relentless Rats or Rat Colony? And if you're still watching in the chat right now, like what would you choose?
Yeah. I think it's very clear though that the colony or the rat colonies are not very good. Because here's another way to look at it too. If there's a TPI player at the table, do you just like cry yourself to sleep?
Yeah, and that's in essence what it kind of is. Because so
like,
far with the decks I've played against, it's generally been mid-range builds. There hasn't generally been a lot of aggro to an extent, but it's been more
or a lot of combo.
Or a lot of combo.
Not a lot of combo.
I feel I would very easily be able to go against a combo player, whether I play Relentless or Rat. Basically, like you were saying, you just immediately swing through, like no problem at all. We get them down to super low, and by the time they're like starting to actually build themselves up, it's turn 4 or 5. But at that point, they've already dropped like 10 to 15 damage, with no questions asked. But again, look at how Dax played with his Hamza. Like he was building the wall up, and like it was almost very a pseudo back and forth wall. What do you do? What do you do? But then you also have things like the Minthara player over here. You got the Minthara is like draining things through and through. They don't care if their stuff dies as well because they're playing Pestilence. They're playing other echoing effects
interaction for removal. I'm playing.
Yeah. It's just an interesting position. There. I mean, there's even like the question about Abdel. You know, if you go turn 2 rat and your optimal curve, say it was turn 2 rat, turn 2 land arcane signet rat, right? That would be the most efficient thing. Then turn 4 rat, and you swing at them. If they're on the play, they may have already cast Abdel.
Yeah.
And then they just like shred your board with their 1/1s, right? Like they line up 3 1/1s.
Almost never playing the commander on like a 1-to-1 basis. So if I have 5 lands, I'm not playing it on turn 5. If I'm only gonna play it on turn 6. Heaven be, I have like a Kaya Ghost form effect on the commander itself for the interaction. The only time you saw I play here is when I had the Peat Bog and the Felwar Stone. Very, very seldom is that going to occur. So you make the assumption if I have it on turn 5, I'm only going to have max
three rat colonies.
3 rat,
right?
yeah.
In play on the open of the turn, you might have 3 rat colonies.
Yeah.
Maybe turn 2 rat, turn 3 rat, turn 4 rat, and that's 3 rats attacking on turn 5. Now you do get like the pseudo haste of the rats buffing the rats, kind of like slivers, right? But still, if they're just like, here's my 6/1s, and the Abdel player just like lines up their 1/1s, boom, 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 or the TPI player, right? Like whatever it is, that's pretty bad. Whereas they can't do that on Relentless Rats, right? But yeah, I mean, Relentless Rats are like way clunkier. It's like harder to rebuild your board, but they don't die to Echoing Decay. They don't die to Crypt Rats. They don't die to Pestilence. They don't die to Fiery Cannonade, Breath Weapon, Sulphurous Blast. There's ways that they can orchestrate that, right? Like you kill a rat with like a Go for the Throat, and then you Sulphurous Blast on main phase, and then maybe you get all of them. But I feel like that's so much harder to do.
Yeah, at that point you're doing like a 3 for 3, if not, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's all very like good to think about because I think that the Twisted Sewer Witch, you know, when you think about it from the standpoint of like how it affects the board, it is Agent of the Iron Throne, and it is a lord, a rat lord that sticks around whether or not it's there. And it is flickerable, meaning that if you flicker it and you attach new wicked rolls to all your rats, the old wicked rolls fall off and they all trigger a damage.
Yeah.
So
that's
I
where
genuinely like that.
So that's where the mindset of like being okay with just letting the rat colonies like in one preface, if I have more flicker effects, have more drops of just put a bunch of rat colonies out there, like whoop-de-doo, like make it almost like a distraction, but like not like use my hey, I'm not doing anything with these rat colonies. I just want to have a bunch of rats in the field and just try to use like my political aspect to it. Like, no, I'm not doing anything with the rats. Like, I don't want to swing with the rats. I just want to have a lot of rats.
Who the hell believes that though?
But no one's gonna believe. Yeah,
sitting over there with like 7-1 rats. Like, no way.
No, these aren't doing anything.
Because even as you're sitting,
I'm like, I just got some vanillas.
like even where you're at right now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So your rats are +4, +0. So there's 6. You have 3 rat colonies, and they are 7 power. Hey, there's Sedgemoor Witch. You'll love to see it. You must have seen my Twitter post.
I just seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in this instance, right? I think relentless rats may just be better on the fact of the trade, right? Because they buff themselves on the toughness. So I think as the aggro player attacking in, I think to not take the larger amount of damage, I think your opponents are going to be trading the more valuable creatures. So like to your point, like the lower rat colonies have a lower toughness, so it may just be a token, a 1/1 or a trading to get rid of that versus like say in my instance Hamza. I'm not going to trade Hamza into that. But if you're attacking me in our scenario here where these rat colonies are 4/4s with the ping damage,
it's going to make me decide.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm trading in my commander and I'm still taking a damage. Yep. Right. And then now my board's clear. And then you have the same amount of time, I think, to rebuild your board as I do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they're relentless rats, then they don't die in combat as much, nearly as much, right?
Expected,
because they're so much bigger.
Because I think that's the trade scenario, right? So even if they're trading their important things on their board to not take, 4 damage, they're still taking 1. And and then
I also don't love though that like, oh yeah, the pals love that shit.
I love that foil one.
Marching up the screen. I genuinely don't like the idea of like 2 players completely nerfing each other's boards
just for the sake of the 1-to-1. Yeah,
to try and abyss them because because then what happens? Like the 2 players who aren't, they just win, right? Like So I think Relentless Rats is like the only way that this makes sense. Now there is another card that I don't know if you have in your deck. There's 2 of them. There are 2 cards that grant Intimidate or Fear to your entire board. That does not work against TPI because Fear and Intimidate doesn't include artifacts, so you're still screwed.
Yeah.
But Fear and Intimidate is unblockable on most things.
The most decree,
and that's Dirge of the Dead. And then there's another one. I can't remember the other one. I think you might have added it to your considering. I don't know. Dirge of the Dead, and then I can't remember the other one. But that's another way to do it. And then the other one would be anything that repeatedly grants Shadow, Fear, or Intimidate to your creatures. So something like Shadow Alley Denizen is really, really good. Shadow Alley Denizen's a 1-mana 1/1 that every time a black creature enters the battlefield, you give another creature Fear. Yeah, and so giving them that and then being able to punch in with 1 at a time is kind of like Gut, right? Like you take a 6/1, you give it Fear, you smack somebody for 6 while holding up your blockers. There's is it the Cyclops? No, that one's only Fear for itself.
Yeah.
I don't know, but the thing is, like, as you go deeper into this idea, then it's like, that's the one, right? Discard this target. Oh no, the Shinnin is only 1 creature.
Yeah, it's a channel.
And the deeper you go into this too, the deeper down the rabbit hole you go, the more you start to have to cut slots from the deck that are actually rats, like that need to be rats. So maybe it's like 25 relentless rats, a bunch of rocks, some draw, and then you don't need to play recursion because they don't die.
So I've also noticed that thing as well as like more with the amount of recursion that I have established in the deck, I haven't really used it
because you haven't been swinging.
and that's the thing is like I haven't addressed the push so much.
You still don't want to lose them in combat. You're afraid to lose them in combat.
Yeah.
Which I would be too. I mean, you spend like the first four turns of the game assembling your rat army, and then you throw it away. That doesn't feel good.
Yeah, especially if I cast a sewer witch and I'm getting one rat off of it and one wicked roll, there's zero value in that.
No, that's not a good strategy. So then with Relentless Rats, you would probably still run 25 and then the same package that you've got. Oh my god, 25 of them is like $75.
No,
it's insane.
Yeah, this is the card that you get playtest cards made of.
Mm-hmm.
And then you play the good recursion. So that would be Echoing Return, Reaping the Graves, like Return of the Draugr, and maybe Return from Extinction, or I don't know, maybe you focus on a couple of big ones. But and then the Relentless Rats do want to be paired alongside Ramp too, right? Because you go turn 2 Arcane Signet, turn 3 untap with 4 mana, play a Relentless Rat.
Because on the basic curve itself, you're gonna have, by the time the commander drops, you're gonna have at least 2 Relentless in theory, if not maybe 3. But if we assume we only gotta have the 2, with the rat that enters the battlefield, we're gonna create 3 wicked rolls and the twisted. So if I play it on turn 5 with a flicker effect, I could potentially do 7 damage at that point with 4 rats established in theory.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a mid-range deck though. If you do this, if you do Relentless Rats, they're so much slower. The difference is turn 3 you get a rat, whereas on the other one you can go turn 2 rat, turn 3 Signet rat, and have 2 rats on turn 3.
Turn 3, 4. Yeah.
And then turn 4, when you would just have 2 Relentless Rats, you will have 4 Colony Rats.
Yeah,
I think, 4 Colony Rats. So there's a big difference in the speed. So if you're doing Relentless Rats, they definitely need it. It would just be a slower deck, and you would be
got ready with 8 this time from Woodland
wow.
Deck.
Holy smokes!
Woodland
welcome
deck.
everybody. Yeah, welcome to one more game.
Hello, Woodland.
We're talking about Twisted Sewer Witch right now.
Yeah, Rat Colony versus Relentless Rats. Everyone join in.
Okay, so let's imagine a world where you have 15 kill spells, 15 draw spells, 25 rats. That's 15, 15, 30. So 55. Is that right? No, did I do the wrong? Yeah, 55. And then that leaves us 10 more slots for all of the utility. So the Wicked Visitor, the Tabby, the Gary, the Grim Guardian, the Dimir House Guard. You would play Pestilence and Crypt Rats because your rats survive it, which is really good. And that's like pretty simple. But then you need rocks, right? Like,
yeah, what's the number of rocks at the point?
I mean, you need 10 if you wanted to actually see one in your opening hand.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you make room for that. Is 20 rats too few? What are the odds of us drawing? If we did 20, that means we're likely to get. So if you have 33 lands in your deck, you are likely to get 2.3 or 2.4 lands per opening hand. Every card is 0.07 added to that. So we're likely to see 3 rats by turn 3 in our hand if you played 20. Oh, no. It'd be a lot less than that.
It'd be like, it wouldn't be that high.
It'd be like 2-ish.
Yeah.
See, there's a good chance you just wouldn't have enough rats, right? So it kind of has to be like 25 rats.
I think I'm going to go, guys.
No worries.
Yeah, Alex, good to see you, man.
All right.
That was fun.
There you go. Yeah.
Long day at work.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Trivial Encounters. Have a great night.
Yeah, let's wrap it up, Ryan. It's 1 a.m. over here for me too.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because you're on the other side of the country.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. All the people who got rated in. Hit the follow button, please, because if I can get to 500 soon, that'd be amazing. I would love you all so very, 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 very much. Thank you for joining the last end of it, where we're talking about Relentless Rats versus Rat Colony. Dax and Ryan, how about you do a little sign up for you both of yourselves real quick, and we'll start with you, Dax, right there.
Sure. I am Dax Goes Face across all social medias. That's all I got going on at the moment. Hope to get some streaming, some more Pauper Commander content from my end, and that's all I got. Thanks for having me.
And my name is Ryan. I go by Pauper on the internet. I'm the host of the Common Connoisseurs YouTube channel and Discord gaming community. I'm very excited to see what comes out of you, Dax, and really glad to have everybody who joined us today. I saw there were like 25 of us, 25 people in there. That's a really successful live stream. So thank you for everybody who joined us from the other streams, and Chris and Dax and Alex, who's fairly departed here. It was really great playing with you. Those are some really, really good games with a lot of very interesting decision making and relevant politicking. And yeah, that was great. I enjoyed playing Gut and Agent. That was a lot of fun. If you do want to follow the content, you can find me at the Common Connoisseurs on YouTube, and you can find the Discord channel that we are currently playing the games in the links of any of the video descriptions. So find us there, and make sure to check out OMGMTG. .com.
Yes.
I got it. Two in a row, baby. Let's
go. 2 in a row.
OMGMTG.com. Make sure to check it out. He'll have all the links there. He does a bunch of giveaways.
Yes.
And
so
thank you, Chris.
I'm giving away a Lord of the Rings tin.
Actually, that one does have a really nice Elvish Mystic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got the Lathril and the Elvish Mystic in it, and it's gorgeous. So check out the pages, and all you got to do is just like, follow. That's all you got to do, y'all. It's giving away because almost no places have this right now. So I was like, I found it. I'm like, I got one. I want to give it away now. So that's for y'all.
Look at you. Such a good dude.
Yeah. So thank you very much, everyone. Like I said, OMGMTG.com and everyone else follow. Much love, y'all. Thanks for joining. All right.
Have a great night.
See ya.